right. Jess Waddell.
Charlie Shepard!
You saw his horse?
Yeah, I saw him.
Well, if we was to put a bullet right at his feet, he might just spook and run off.
Don't make me kill an old friend, Charlie! Come on down out of there!
No shooting, Jess? Your word on it?
You got it!
Here's my gun! I'm coming out!
His horse!
How bad is it, Barney?
Bullet tore up my arm, burned my side. I'm ready to go. Let's get out of here.
Howdy. Fellas got troubles?
Nothing I can't handle.
Is that a bullet wound? You mind if I take a look at it?
Easy, friend.
It's gonna have to be bandaged, and we're gonna have to get him into Virginia City to a doctor.
No.
Pa's not going to Virginia City, and neither are you.
Medicine and bandages on that pack mule, but I can't very well get him with this gun on me.
Just stay where you are. Hand me your gun, but first, nice and easy. Now you can get up. Where's Jess Waddell?
I don't know him.
Tall man. Gray hair, mustache. And he's riding a sorrel horse.
I ain't seen him.
Who are you, mister?
I'm Horse Cartwright.
You any kin to Ben Cartwright?
I'm his son.
I know your pa a long time ago. Name's Charlie Shepard. My son Morgan.
Really?
How's your pa these days?
He's just fine. As a matter of fact, Ponderosa's not far from here, and I can take you there and bandage that up, and you can say hello to him in person, huh?
Obliged to you, but maybe some other time. Morgan, get that rifle off his horse.
Get his rope, too, and hog tie him and leave him here?
Now, that's no way to treat the son of an old friend. The Ponderosa's back that way, huh?
That's right.
You know, that pack horse says you're making no short ride. Where you heading, Cartwright? Line camps? You getting ready to move the herds?
Up to the high country, right?
That's real good news. See, we need a place where I can rest for a few hours. Be obliged if you'd show us those line camps. Not the nearest one.
You'd be a lot better off if you gave yourselves up.
You got us all figured out, huh?
Well, you're tagging a bullet and you're running. I gotta figure you to be outlaws.
You ever figure maybe we're running from an outlaw?
Pa, we gotta move.
Yeah, we're going to. As soon as Cartwright helps me on my horse. You keep him covered, boy.
Do it.
I'll do it. You don't need that gun.
You just put a saddle on him and give him a good hard ride.
Ben? Ben Cartwright.
Jess Waddell. My goodness. But it sure has been a long time, Jess.
Sure good to see you, Ben.
It's good to see you, too. My goodness, Jeff Waddell. It's been, what, 20 years at least, hasn't it?
Longer than that. I had a chance to figure it out walking in. 27 years and 3 or 4 months.
27 years. Well, I must tell you, time's been good to you.
Well, that's one of those lies old friends tell each other.
Well, what are you doing around these parts?
Well, I was just passing through, but I got a lame horse on my hands, Ben.
Yeah, well, I think we can help you with that critter. Get you a fresh one, but you're not going anywhere until we can catch up with the years. You're going to stay for supper, aren't you?
Oh, you know, I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, let's get the horse in the stable. What happened?
Oh, I think you just fooled a tendon. You want a rock star? Yeah.
You gonna make it?
Gotta be ashamed. Grown man can't pull his own weight.
Here, Morgan, open that door. Here, hold on, let me. Unroll that mattress. Go take care of the horses.
Oh, no. I'm staying here with Pa.
You do what I tell you, boy, or you take care of him.
Do it, boy, do it. Bring some water first. My mouth's dry as a cotton field.
I'm gonna heat some water. I have to have it for that wound.
You're Ben's boy, huh?
Yeah.
How is old Ben these days?
Just fine.
That's good.
That's good, Ben. Just what I needed.
Yeah, it sure cuts the dust in the throat after a long ride.
Sure does.
Jess, let's sit down.
Ben, you and me go back a long way.
Yeah, we sure enough do.
3 of us worked that claim down on Poor Indian Creek. Remember?
Yeah.
You, me, Charlie Shepard.
Yeah.
1 whole season, and we divided a profit of $300. I'd say you've done right well since then.
Oh, I've been lucky.
Lucky? Another word for hard work. You want to be a rancher? You sure are one. I want to be a lawman. That's the way I went. Never could figure out what Charlie Shepard wanted.
I don't think he knew himself.
Well, I guess you're wondering what brings me out to these parts.
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Well, I'm on a hunting trip.
Hunting?
I hunt men. It's the only thing I know how to do. I'm very good at it.
Well, I'm sure you must be.
Back when I was a sheriff, where a wounded man could cross the county line, thumb his nose at me. He can't do that anymore. I go where they go. Bring them back.
You're a bounty hunter.
Some folks say it like it is a dirty word. How do you feel about it?
It's a dangerous game. But if it's done properly and legally, it's a decent enough job.
I thank you for that. To the old days.
To the old days.
Bullet went clean through that arm. It's wedged in your rib cage. It's gonna have to come out of there. It's gonna be a job for a doctor, not me.
I told you, no doctor. There's no hurry. It ain't bother me any.
That's gonna hurt. Hang on.
Oh, sufferance, eyewash. That stuff's pure fire.
I had to get that wound clean.
I'm not complaining. Not about you. It's just a high price to pay for something I didn't do.
And that outlaw, that Waddell, was after the wrong man?
Waddell, he ain't exactly an outlaw. I expect you guessed that. No, he's worse than an outlaw. He's a cold-blooded killer. Only he calls it bounty hunting.
Then you are wanted, huh?
Just me. My boy didn't do anything. He ain't wanted. I ain't done anything either since I got out of Yuma. I sure didn't rob that Salt Lake stage and gun down that driver. Oh, you know, Waddell, me and your pa was all friends. Worked a mining claim. Way back when. Close in brothers. Ah, my good old friend tried to kill me for $1,000 reward. I was in Mexico when that driver was killed. Ask Morgan, he was with me.
Keep your hand on there real tight. I'm gonna have to have some more water.
Okay. I'll have the door inside all the time I'm gone, Cartwright. Don't try and leave.
You are just full of threats, ain't you?
They're not just threats.
No, that's right. They sure ain't. Not to me, they ain't. You in the condition you're in, all I gotta do is wait for you to go to sleep. Then I can take the boy easy.
He gonna get shot?
Ain't likely. Took a lot bigger and better than him. You say he ain't wanted for nothing, huh?
Not by anybody, any place.
Now, in that case, I'm gonna do both of you a big favor. I'm gonna give you some time, let you get you thinking straight. Sure would hate to see that boy hang with you.
Look, he's trying to help me. That's all he's guilty of. Sticking by his paw.
tracked him to Twin Falls. He picked up a friend there, and both of them headed south. Then I caught up with them again about 6, 7 miles out here in the rocks. Gave them a chance to surrender, and they tried to kill me.
Hey, come on, now, take the gun. Nobody pulls a gun at this house, not even an old friend.
Sorry, Ben.
My son, Joseph, and one of our hands, Candy.
Howdy. Pleasure.
Just what, Al?
Howdy.
Now, just what's spooking you?
Ben, I tracked those killers to within 7 miles of your house. It's just likely they might show up here.
Why here?
One thing I didn't tell you. The fellow that shot that stage driver was Charlie Shepard.
Charlie?
Charlie Shepard. He turned bad, Ben. Real bad. 8 years in Yuma prison. Wanted now for murder. Tell you something else, too. If I was Charlie Shepard, running, wanted, wounded, I'd stop at the Ponderosa and see my old friend Ben Cartwright.
He hadn't told me he was wounded.
When he tried to kill me, I fired back.
Old friends trying to kill each other.
I told you I hunt men. Charlie Shepard's wanted dead or alive, and I'm gonna bring him in. One way or the other.
Easy. Easy, Charlie. Take it easy. Rest.
Heard something. I forgot where it was.
What you heard was Morgan. He's outside chopping wood.
He's a good boy. Man couldn't ask for a better son.
Charlie, let's take a look at that side.
Oh, I told you that bullet ain't bothering none. No need to fuss with it.
If it ain't bothering none, it won't hurt me to take a look, will it?
It's all right, huh?
No. It's got real ugly.
You just saying that.
Ain't no use in me lying to you. Here.
Oh, suffer. What'd you want to go do that for?
I had to find out, and I wanted to show you. I just barely touched you, and it almost broke you in half. That bullet's got to come out of there, Charlie. It's got to.
I must be getting old. Time was a little chunk of lead wouldn't even slow me down.
12 more hours, and you ain't gonna get out of that bunk.
2 or 3 days, it'll kill me, huh? What time is it?
It's about an hour till sundown.
Dale ain't found us yet, and he won't now till after sunup in the morning. All right, you better do it. You got any whiskey?
No, I'm sorry.
The doc did some cutting on me in Texas once. He gave me whiskey to deaden the pain.
I'll give you a piece of wood to bite on. Maybe that'll help, huh?
Get away from him and drop that knife.
Don't be a fool, Morgan. Gonna take the bullet out of me. That's what the knife's for.
All right, Hoss. Go ahead, but be almighty careful.
Bring that pan of water.
Ben?
Yeah.
I tangled these fellers just about right here. Then they rode off this way, turned north and east. What's in this country over here?
Well, it's Ponderosa land, timber and meadows.
These crosses, lion shacks?
That's right.
Probably one of them. They'd have water, wood, place to ford.
10 minutes ago, have a hot roast beef, hot gravy, hot potato.
Well, we'll be right there, Hopsy.
Hurry, please, or you have cold roast beef sandwich.
I think we better do as he says. Now, Jess, set this up right down here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hopsy, bring it in.
Your cook sure sets a fine table.
He sure does.
This will be the first hot meal I've had in 2 weeks.
Are you been trailing Shepherd that long?
Yeah, longer than that. That hot meal I had was back in Twin Falls.
Isn't it tough tracking an old friend?
Well, he quit being a friend when he turned killer. Don't matter whether you know him or not. Bringing in wanted men's hard, dirty business. But it's got to be done.
Is somebody else riding along with old Charlie?
Young feller. Could be his son.
How old a boy would he be?
Early 20s. That's just a guess. Might not be his son. That's another guess.
Did he have anything to do with killing the stagecoach driver?
I don't know. But he took a shot at me, so as far as I'm concerned, they're both felons. Man, this is awful good roast beef. Awful good.
Put it down. Back away.
Your Pa tells me that you two are figuring on riding out here in the morning.
That's what he says. That's what we do.
I got the bullet out all right, but he still lost a lot of blood. He tries to set a horse, he's going to lose a lot more.
If he says we ride, we ride. You too.
Don't you think it makes a whole lot more sense if we went to the Ponderosa and got a buckboard and took him into Virginia City?
With the wagon? No way. We'd never get past Waddell.
Oh, I'll take enough men, we can make sure we do. Besides that, the sheriff's a good friend of ours, and he's an honest man. He'll see to it you get a fair shake. And if you two were in Mexico when that crime was committed, and you can prove that, you'll walk out of there scot-free.
You're talking to the wrong man. Pa does the deciding.
I'll get a cup of coffee.
Go right ahead.
Morgan, your pa was in Yuma for a long, long time. What were you doing all those years?
Getting kicked and stomped. Run out of jobs because my pa was in prison.
What kind of work did you do?
Different kinds. Washed dishes, swamped in a saloon, rode fence, herded sheep. Cowmen beat me up for working sheep, and sheepmen beat me up for working cattle.
Morgan, you and your pa get yourself square with the law, and I'll guarantee you a good job.
Finish your coffee and get on that bunk. I'm gonna tie you up. That way we can both get some sleep.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, Jess. You're up early.
So are you. It gives me a chance to say goodbye and to thank you for your hospitality.
Well, I don't need for that. Your horse is walking pretty good now.
Good, good.
Howdy. Pretty good?
Yeah, seems to be fine.
We're riding with you, Jess.
Taking Charlie is a job for a professional. All you do is just get yourself killed.
We'll have to take that chance.
Ben, I appreciate it, but I don't need you. I don't want you.
You're on Ponderosa land, Jess. Whether you want it or not, we're riding with you.
Friend, don't get in my way.
Coffee sure smells good, Hoss.
Eat you some of them pancakes and that bacon. You need the strength. Hurting you, ain't it?
A little.
That chair ain't trotting, Charlie. What's that horse gonna do to you?
Don't you worry about me. I've been shot up worse than this and rode for a solid week. Where's Morgan?
He's outside saddling horses where you sent him, don't you remember?
Yeah, that's right. Getting forgetful in my old age.
It ain't your age, Charlie. It's that wound. You ain't thinking straight.
Hoss, how many sons does old Ben have?
There's 3 of us.
He's a lucky man. I only got one, but he's the best. He'll do to take along.
Yep. It's too bad you haven't been as good a father as he has a son, ain't it?
Well, I ain't been up to my hips in land and money like your pa. I done the best I could.
Did you, Charlie? That old kid's spent half of his life waiting for you to get out of jail. And the minute you get out, you put him to running with you, one step ahead of the law.
He been complaining to you?
Of course not. He loves you too much for that.
Loves me?
Well, he's given up everything he wanted, everything he ought to have, just to ride with you. I don't know what else you'd call it.
That's right. I guess that's what you'd call love. Kind of a waste, ain't it? Hey, you're right, Hoss. I ain't been much of a father.
You can crack that, Charlie.
I will, I swear. As soon as we get to Mexico.
Make him a wanted man? Put the same brand on him you've carried all your life? Is that what you want for him?
No. No, it sure ain't.
Then give yourself up, Charlie. There ain't no time like the present. Tell him.
How do you feel, Pa?
Fine, Morgan. Just fine.
Think you can ride?
You know it.
Then let's go.
Morgan, wait a minute. Your pa's got something he wants to tell you. Tell him, Charlie.
Later. We'll talk about it later. You go on out. We'll be right with you.
Sure, Pa.
couldn't do it, Hoss.
Why not?
When a man's as poor as I am, you gotta hang on to what you got. That boy is all I got.
You're gonna get him killed, you know that, don't you?
No. Look, I've been in tight spots before I got out of them. And I'll get us out of this one, too. You'll see. Come on, we gotta get going.
Blood spots. That's Charlie, all right. Met two men here. They rode out together. That makes 4 of them.
Special shoe, heavy on the outside.
Yeah. That's Brown Jim's, one we made for him so he wouldn't cut himself. No, not 2 more men, just 1 man and a pack horse. And that 1 man's my son, Hoss.
Your son?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Trying to help him hide?
I'd hardly think so. Candy, right into Virginia City. Get Sheriff Coffee or Clem out here. It's about time the law got involved in this.
Right.
Hold it. Charlie's carrying my bullet. I've tracked him across this whole state. He's mine.
Jess, you want your reward. I want my son alive. Candy, crank us from here. If you can't find us, fire 3 shots.
Will do.
You're gonna get your reward. I don't want this thing turned into a turkey shoot. Charlie Shepard and whoever's with him is gonna get the full protection of the law.
You tell him that. And he'll kill you while you're doing it. Charlie didn't have this in his saddlebag. Bullet. Somebody's been doing some cutting. They took that out of Charlie, bandaged him up, got him ready to ride. If your son didn't do it, he sure supplied him with what he needed.
What do you expect him to do? Rub dirt in his wound?
Why not? He's a wanted killer. It's what he deserves.
That's where you disagree.
Hey, Pa. Stove's still warm. They can't be more than an hour or 2 ahead of us.
Ben, if you want to put this stuff inside out of the weather, I'll ride on ahead. You can catch up.
We'll ride with you.
What I figured you'd say.
As soon as I catch my breath, we go on.
This is no good, Pa. We're moving too slow.
I know. Hey, now there's a place to wait for Waddell. He'll never get us out of there.
Charlie, you'll never make it to those rocks.
Yeah, don't you worry about me. I'll make it, just as soon as I get my breath.
You keep pushing yourself like this, and Waddell ain't gonna have to kill you. You're gonna do it for him.
4 times in the last 2 miles. Can't be too far ahead now. Time to start being careful. Charlie will be dug in up there just waiting to bushwhack the lot of us. See something up there?
I can't tell. I thought I saw a flash of light up there.
Cartwright. Take a look. Jess brought along some help. Your pa and somebody else.
Yeah. My little brother, Joseph.
Gonna help cut me down. Earn that $1,000.
Not ever. Now you got witnesses. Waddell's got to let you surrender.
I'm not so sure. Waddell would shoot his mother for $1,000. Get out of sight.
There's no profit in waiting. If you gents will give me some cover and fire, I'm going up there and take
Jess, I told you you're going to get your reward, and you'll get it.
I'll go up there and talk to Jess.
Ben, Charlie, you knew's long gone. That man up there'd as soon blow your head off his look at you.
That's as far as you go, Ben.
Start shooting, Charlie. I'm unarmed, Charlie. How's Hoss?
You heard your pa? Tell him.
I'm fine, Pa.
Thank you, Charlie.
I know how you feel. I got a boy of my own.
You're gonna have to give yourself up.
No, Ben, you ain't gonna take me in and hang me for something I didn't do.
You saying you're innocent?
Me and my boy Morgan were in Mexico when that driver was killed.
Well, that's good news.
Ain't it? Only my name's Charlie Shepard. Outlaw, jailbird. They got any unsolved crimes, they pin them on me.
Whereabouts in Mexico were you?
A lot of it, all over.
What town?
What's that to you?
Well, you're gonna have to prove you was down there, and it'd sure be nice if you could remember the town.
Something. I can't remember those Mexican names.
El Paso?
You trying to trick me? El Paso's in Texas.
I'll get you a good lawyer, Charlie.
You're an old friend, Ben, and I'd like to believe you. But there's another old friend of mine down there, Jess Waddell. He's been trying to kill me for 10 days.
Well, I told Jess he's going to get the reward money anyway, so there's no reason for him to want to kill you now. If you're innocent, there's nothing to fear.
I'm innocent.
Then walk down the hill with me.
No, I don't have to now, Ben. You see, I got the whole car. Yace. Your son. You ain't gonna see him alive again. Unless you and the rest of them go on back to the Ponderosa and stay there for at least 48 hours.
Charlie, the sheriff's going to be coming this way.
Well, that's bad news all the way around.
Now, there's going to be some shooting. That'll be the sheriff telling me he's arrived. And we're going to be firing back to tell him where we are. But no more shooting after that, unless you start it.
Going down the hill, Ben.
I want you to think about this, Charlie. Think it through real good. And when you have, you just sing out. And I'll come back up this hill and I'll walk you down.
Ben, go on, get.
Talk to Hoss, he's all right.
What now?
Well, we'll wait. I told Charlie we'd give him a chance to think it through. I think he's going to give himself up.
You ain't gonna take him up on his offer, huh?
Not on your life.
You should. Old kid over here don't remember what town he was in down in Mexico.
He was there. He just forgot.
He's lying to protect you. That's gonna get him 10 years. And it ain't gonna help your case no whole lot when they get through tearing him up on that witness stand either.
My pa's innocent.
Perjury ain't gonna prove that, boy.
Why don't you shut up? Hold it, boy. That's the sheriff coming in. You watch Hoss.
Right up there between those rocks.
Get behind that rock. There's sitting ducks out there.
He's right, Kenny.
Johnny ain't gonna shoot.
What'd you shoot him for? Johnny was going to surrender.
You think he was. He's got no choice. Now he's got another one of my bullets in him.
And that shot could cost my son his life.
Come back where you belong, Carter. Oh, I should have known.
He said no shooting. My dear Pa.
No, it wasn't Ben. He kept his word. It was Jess. I should have known he'd never stop trying.
I'll get some bandages.
No, it's no use, son. You look out after yourself.
I'll look out.
He lied for you, now he's gonna kill for you. Why don't you let me stop him?
He's my son. It's my job. I'll take care of it. Don't. I'm giving up, Ben.
Pa!
Oh, that we got it. Bullet!
Pa!
That reward money's mine. My bullet that killed him.
There'll be no reward. The law won't let you profit from cold-blooded murder. You're gonna stand trial. I think you'll do time in prison.
I'll get him, Pa. I'll get him.
No, son. I lied to you. Trying to get us some money from Mexico. I killed that driver.
Don't try to talk, Pa.
Sorry. Real sorry. You're a good boy. You stay that way. For me.
He will, Charlie. We'll give him all the help he needs.